Recently, Cattlemen to Cattlemen had the opportunity to speak with several U.S. senators about the importance of organizations like the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. We have more in this week's Cattlemen's Capital Concerns.
So we've got a very important election coming up. What happened in the last two election cycles is I think we lost the check and balance in government. That's what happened. And I think we've swung too far. We've swung too far on EPA regulations. We've swung too far on climate change. This health care bill, I think, is just a terrible piece of policy, and yet it got passed, signed into law by the president. The only way we're going to get those things changed if people engage. We want them to be involved. We want them to learn the positions of those running and then cast their vote. That's the important thing. People need to turn out. They need to be heard as we head into November.
I'm very pleased to see that, that the National Cattlemen and the association are very involved in politics, and I would just urge all of your membership to get more engaged. There are too many issues out there right now that not only have a direct impact on the pocketbook of every American and every farmer and rancher, but we are setting policies now that our children and grandchildren are going to have to adhere to. Now is the time to be involved in politics. The election of 2010 is a critical election, and I would urge all of your membership to be very engaged and very involved in this election year.
One thing I will say to the cattlemen, they have a great group up here. I want to encourage all cattlemen across the country to get involved. Get involved with the legislative process. Make sure that you never ever underestimate the role that you play or the role that you can play in visiting with your elected officials, making sure they understand where you are and what your thoughts and concerns are about legislation that's before us, or more importantly, legislation that's being talked about. Ask them to come out and visit your operation. One of the most important parts of my job is going back home to Arkansas, whether it's touring a steel mill or a poultry processing facility, or whether it's out on someone's ranch. You know, better understanding what it is that they do. And I think when members see that, and then they come back to a committee room and sit down and talk about what these regulations would mean, or what these cuts and programs would mean to them, or what it would mean to their growers and to their ranchers. You know, that's so important.
Join the National Cattlemen's Beef Association today. To do so, call us at 1-866-USA-BEEF or visit us at beefusa.org.